sunny and breezy day for the championship match here at Manhattan Beach. Number 6 seed Monica Seles against the number 2 seed Lindsay Davenport in an All-American final. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Ryan with two-time U.S. Open champion Tracy Austin, and what a year it's been. Another improbable comeback for Monica Seles, nearly out 5 months because of an injury to her foot. Look what she's done in the last 9 days. Incredible. In the quarterfinals in La Costa, she took out Jennifer Capriati in straight sets, just destroyed her. The next day took out Martina Hingis, also in straight sets. Monica Seles came back this summer a lot more fit, much slimmer. In the quarterfinals against Serena Williams on Friday night, she was down 6 match points, came back and won. What a fighter. Took out Williams, and then yesterday took out Martina Hingis in 3 sets as well. And she's really had a grueling last 3 days, Tim. Sandrine Testu, Serena Williams, and then Martina Hingis, all 3 sets. So the question is, she's a lot fitter coming into this summer season, but is she fit enough? Does she have enough gas left in that tank? Well, we'll find out. She's in against a tough one, Lindsay Davenport. She's had her injury problems this season as well. Out 2 months with a bruised knee, and yet she still had kind of an up and down season. Starting well, a little bit of a slump, and now strong again. Yeah, she started out very well, but then in Miami at the Ericsson in the quarterfinal match against Dementieva, she had to retire in that match because she had a bruised right knee. Was out about 3 or 4 months. Came back at Eastbourne, the tournament right before Wimbledon. Won that tournament very handily. Came back at Wimbledon, lost in the semifinals to Venus Williams, and then has been very strong in the hard court California season. And you know, she loves the hard courts. This is where she grew up in California. She's playing very well. And each match here in Manhattan Beach, she's played better and better. Yes, and she's serving particularly well. And she's going to attack the second serve of Monica Seles. She's won this tournament twice before. Can she do it again? Let's go down to courtside right now. Join our Tennis Hall of Fame reporter, Bud Collins.
Thanks, Tim. First prize today is $90,000. Let's go back 30 years, 1971, the first year the women had their complete circuit apart from the men. Billie Jean King was, of course, the trailblazer. And how much did she make for winning most of the tournaments? Just over $100,000. But she was the first woman to do that in sports. Now, Billie Jean will be watching today because these are her Olympic babies. Lindsay, the 1996 gold medalist. Last September in Sydney, it was Monica with a bronze medal. And here's what Billie Jean told me after the Olympics. She said, you watch Monica. She's getting herself together in spirit, mind, and body to become the old Monica. I said, when will it happen? She said, oh, late in the summer of 2001. Well, Tim, it wasn't the first time that Billie Jean King was a prophet.
You got that right, Bud. Monica Seles is on a roll. Can she keep it going in the final here today? We'll be back with our championship match from Manhattan Beach, California, here on NBC in a moment.
E-Style. E-Style is all about bringing the best products to every growing family.
And I'm Cindy Crawford, an E-Style partner. In the spirit of offering the best, E-Style is proud to sponsor this exciting event that brings together the greatest competitors in women's tennis. On behalf of all of us at E-Style, welcome to the championship match of eStyle.com Classic.
Players are on the court. 27-year-old Monica Seles continuing that series of comebacks, and what a couple of weeks she's had, as we've indicated. Can she keep it going today? Currently ranked number 10. She'll move to number 8, having made the final here, and should she win, she'll move up to number 7. She's already won $254,000, and that's missing most of 4.5 months of the season. Singles record of 21-7 coming into this finals match.
Top 16 seeds get a bye. Marissa Irvin in the second round, local player from Santa Monica. Third round, Sandrine Testu from France. Monica was 2 points away from losing that match in the second set tiebreak. Quarterfinals against Serena Williams. Down 6 match points, 3 on Serena Williams' serve. Semifinals last night against Martina Hingis. Went a little flat in that second set, but came on strong in the third, taking it 6-4.
Lindsay Davenport, 25 years old, currently ranked number 3. She'll be number 2 in the world come Monday's rankings, having made the final here, living down the road in Laguna Beach, California, born even closer Rancho Palos Verdes. So this is as much of a home court as you can possibly have right here in Manhattan Beach. 40-7 on the year. And again, remember, she missed 2 months of the season because of a bruised knee. Already pushing to the $1 million mark in prize money for the season.
Petrova from Russia, very tall, strong player, 6'6". Dodonyeva from the Czech Republic, young talent, 6'3", 6'3", and Dementieva, another Russian player. Lindsay was down a set in 3-1, but came charging back to take it in 3. In the semifinals yesterday against Tozia, well under an hour, just on cruise control in the semifinals.
Head-to-head, Davenport leads 8-2. The only 2001 meeting was a couple of weeks ago at Stanford. Davenport won that 6-4 and 6-2. Davenport has won the last 8 times they have met. Seles had lost 7 in a row to Martina Hingis until the San Diego semifinals and stopped that losing streak. She intends to do that here in the final at Manhattan Beach. Seles serving. Davenport finds the line.
Well, Tim, I think we'll find out quickly in this first set whether Monica Seles has the legs, whether they're going to be strong enough to do all that movement that's going to be necessary to chase down the Davenport ground strokes.
It's really the key. You touched on the grueling matches that she's had. The test 2 match went over 2 hours. Just wide from Seles at 30.
Lindsay Davenport also finished her match about 1 o'clock yesterday. She was finishing press and then was going to go off with her family to the pool. So a nice relaxing afternoon. Monica got out here last night around 8:45 when she finally was finished with press and had a massage, a little bit of dinner. We got to bed relatively late for a pretty early final, so not a lot of time to prepare. I think mentally she'll be hungry, but it's physically whether she'll have enough.
3 break points immediately for Davenport here in the first game of the match. And a second serve to look at. One break point saved by Seles. Seles' serve in the first couple of matches of the tournament was not terrific. She wasn't happy with it, kept working on it. It has improved with each match. She was out here practicing for this match this morning, working on her serve.
She only warmed up about 15 minutes with her new hitting partner, Mike Sell, former ATP player.
There's the break for Lindsay Davenport. And that play will continue, of course, under the newer rules of the WTA as they just change ends and carry right on.
Tim, we've talked about Monica's improved fitness.
Davenport 40-7, 3 wins. Tokyo, Scottsdale, and Eastbourne on grass. Finals at Sydney and Stanford, and 3 semis. And that despite being out a couple of months because of a bruised right knee.
Been back these last few weeks is her serve. Her serve has become more of a weapon again. Last night against Hingis, she had a lot of first serves that were well over 100-mile-per-hour mark. That's one thing that she said she wanted to work on, was making that serve a weapon where she could count on it time in and time out.
That high ball, but knocks it in the net. And Coach Robert Bantoff has wanted her to come forward more often than she has during the season.
This is what she needs to do when she gets her opponent in trouble. Robert Bantoff and her mom Ann to his right. Robert's been working with Lindsay since '92. Started traveling with her on the tour in '96. Both players actually talked about the match in Stanford and Palo Alto a couple of weeks ago, that Monica was really struggling with Lindsay Davenport's serve. That's going to be crucial today. Davenport with one of the biggest serves on the tour. A lot of pace, great placement, a lot of variety.
There's an example right there, down the tee to 40-15, 30 all, pardon me.
She can go down the tee, also out wide. She mixes it up very well. Also some shots right at the body, which is a smart serve against Monica Seles with the two hands on both sides.
111 mile an hour on that one. Davenport from love 30. Holes to go up 2 games to love. Well, log on to NBCSports.com for the latest tennis news and results. Plus, check out special interactives by Chris Everett and Bud Collins, breaking down the top players to watch on the hard courts heading into the U.S. Open. All on NBCSports.com.
Important game here for Monica. Cannot get down 2 breaks so early in the match. Martina Hingis was asked in press last night who she favored for this match, and she said, well, Monica's long matches against Testu, Williams, and Hingis. Lindsay's fresh. Got to go with Lindsay.
Drop shot from the baseline failing. Love 30.
A little bit too far back to try this drop. Maybe not wanting those points to last as long as they usually do.
Well placed serve by Seles there.
Extends up beautifully, snaps the wrist. You can see that Davenport was leaning to her left towards her backhand.
Davenport well played to the open court.
Monica puts everything she has into this shot, but great anticipation from Davenport. Not bothered by the pace. Good early preparation.
2 breakers here. One saved on a beautiful backhand.
Good first serve allowed for this backhand winner. Stays down nicely. Both players only 50% on their first service percentage. That's an excellent shot. It's not that easy to change the direction of the ball like that. Lindsay attacks the second serve. Up the middle. Seles with a good angle.
That's long. Seles digs out of a hole, has the advantage. Trying to get on the board down love 2. Opening set, best of 3, championship match. Monica Seles holds. Davenport up 2 games to 1. The eStyle.com Classic is brought to you by eStyle.com, home of the best clothing, gear, and gifts for every growing family. And by Audi. A lot of tennis fans wonder why Monica Seles, with all the problems that have occurred in her career, would want to keep playing. Well, she has a very solid answer.
it's hard for them to see that, gosh, if someone is doing something, I'm so fortunate to do something that I absolutely love to do, and it has given me an amazing life that I'm very grateful daily for it. And I mean, gosh, if I would ask me what I would want to do in my life, if I could dream it, this would be it right now. And as long as I'm happy, my belief and my experience, life is way too short to do anything else.
Boy, we should all be so well-grounded as that young woman, 27 years old.
Been through a lot, and she's very appreciative that she's back in the game, and mentioned that she's fitter, but I still think that she has a ways to go. Number 10, the start of this tournament. At the end of this week, she'll be at least 8. If she wins this match, she'll be 7. And last year got up to number 4. And I think if she gets even more fit than this, Tim, she really has a shot at number 1 in the world.
Just extraordinary. Great story in tennis and in sport. Nice volley from Davenport. Had to stretch that lanky frame against the power of Seles.
Lindsay volleys extremely well, and that's where being 6'2.5" comes in handy. Lindsay Davenport with 3 Grand Slam doubles titles in her career. Let's go with her 3 Grand Slam singles titles.
Sellout crowd here at the Manhattan Country Club, enjoying beautiful weather and championship tennis. Davenport and Seles. Quickly to 40 love for Davenport.
Davenport winning 100% of her points when she gets that first serve in. Seles is one of the best returners in the game, but that serve is tough to attack.
Set it in her strike zone, and she is up 3-1 here in the first set. Monica Seles, we mentioned having missed nearly 5 months of the season, had a victory in Oklahoma City, finalist at San Diego, and semifinals at Scottsdale and Stanford. Stanford just 2 weeks ago.
Early round exit in Indian Wells for Monica Seles, lost to Garbine, and that's where her foot started bothering her. Lindsay just in control, looking to move forward like she wants to. Great shot from Seles. Started out with that serve, only 82 miles per hour, but the placement was beautiful. Good hook slice serve brought Davenport well out of the court. Finishes it up with a backhand winner.
Seles down a break. 1-3 here in the first. Big return from Davenport.
Robert Vantoff last week talked to Lindsay about going forward and finishing points off at the net. He felt that since her comeback from the bruised knee, she wasn't doing that.
Seles had to one-hand that one back, running the distance. keep the ball in play. Couldn't get too much on it.
You can really tell that there's a bit of wind here. Look, watch those little steps, constantly adjusting, having to move forward because the wind is at Lindsay's back.
Double break point. Davenport, chance to get to 2 breaks up here in the first set. There it is. Break again for Davenport in command here in the first set. 4 games to 1.
I think Monica and I have similar games where we both hit the ball very hard and are both rely on our offense more than our defense and try and win free points on our serve. And the last few times I feel like she's rushed a little against me and missed some shots, and I've been able to move her around and hit the ball hard enough to where she can't really step in and be inside the baseline like she likes to do. It seems like she's made great improvements over the last few weeks, beating some great players along the way. So I'm sure she'll be extremely fired up for this match.
You won't find 2 more gracious women on the tour, and it's just genuine respect when they talk about each other and the rest of the players, their opponents.
And that's what Monica has had trouble with in the last couple of years, the players that do hit so hard where she hasn't had time to get set for the ball, get all the way on balance, and especially she has limited reach with the 2 hands.
Davenport at 4-1 here on the first. Up 2 breaks.
Monica now traveling with her fitness trainer, Lisa Reed, who she's been working with for the most part of 5 months.
That means you can't hide at all, can you? There's going to be somebody there saying it's time to go to the gym.
Lisa stretches Monica before each practice and match, and after as well. At home, they've been doing a lot of cardio, a lot of biking, but not a lot of running because they don't want that pounding on that stress reaction. By the way, the stress reaction is just a level below a stress fracture. And she says it's 100% now. Great serve, 83 miles per hour, out wide to the 2-hander. Just too good. Too much court to cover.
Playing as solidly as she did in her semifinal match thus far here in the final. She just rolled over Natalie Toziow, had an off day, and Davenport was sharp. Struggled somewhat through the early part of the tournament, but kept raising her game a notch at a time. Seles finally able to get Davenport on the run.
Monica's got to be happy to see that, where Lindsay's the one being stretched out. She's the one that's standing on the baseline or inside, and Davenport about 3 or 4 feet behind doing the scrambling. You know, these two have very similar styles where they just hit very hard off of both sides. No reprieve. Overrule. The chair umpire.
Did appear to be long. Ted Watts, the chair umpire from England, making the overrule. Oh, great return.
That's what she needs to start to do if she gets a chance to look at that second serve. Because they have such similar styles, it's going to be who attacks the serves better, who hits better angles just like this, who hits it deeper, and who mows better.
Seles pushed deep and then unable to keep that ball in court. Advantage Davenport.
Tim Ryan with Tracy Austin. Bud Collins here on this beautiful afternoon in Manhattan Beach, California. The eStyle.com Classic Championship match. Big serve, the ace. Her first of the match gives her a 5-1 lead here in the first set. Tonight at 7 Eastern, the conclusion of the Women's U.S. Gymnastics Championships. Who will win this important Olympic stepping stone and perhaps one day lead the U.S. against the best gymnasts in the world? Well, tune in. Don't miss the exciting conclusion to the Women's U.S. Gymnastics Championships tonight in prime time, 7 Eastern and Pacific, only on NBC.
Seles holding her ground on that return, staying on the baseline as that short backswing. Didn't have time for more. Really pretty compact strokes compared to a lot of the top 10 players. Lindsay, much bigger wind up on that forehand. But if she has time, that's what gives her so much speed, that accelerated swing.
Missed it wide. 40 love.
In my mind, Seles was the first champion to come along with such great weapons off of both sides. You know, with Martina Navratilova, there was that backhand you could hit to. If you hit it deep, you knew she couldn't make a winner from that side. Steffi Graf, of course, that backhand. Forehand was going to give you all sorts of winners, but that backhand, very consistent, but again, it wasn't going to make a winner. Monica can make a winner from either side.
Oh, good job by Davenport.
Great get from Monica, using those wrists to try to get the angle, but the shot just too short. An excellent forehand from Davenport. Whips around it with some topspin for control.
40-15, trying to stay in the set. And she will. Seles holding, 5 games to 2. Davenport leads first set. Best of 3 championship in Manhattan Beach. Last year at the Australian Open, Lindsay Davenport earned her 3rd Grand Slam singles title, ending Martina Hingis' 3-year run as champion down under. Thrilling effort for Davenport, adding the Australian to her Wimbledon and U.S. Open Grand Slam titles. With the win, she became the first American-born champ since Chris Evert back in '84.
Won the Australian Open without losing a set.
129-35, her record in Grand Slam tournaments. Isn't that something? Those 3 victories. French Open semifinals, that's the one that she'll continue to chase. Can she win on the dirt?
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. I mean, it's her toughest surface. She's won some clay court events, but it's, you know, the clay diffuses the power. She doesn't move as well on the clay, didn't grow up on it, so it's going to be her toughest surface, but she definitely can win there.
Serving now for the first set here, and a great reply from Seles at 15.
Lindsay Davenport's only lost 5 points on serve. Make that 6 now.
Good serve, pulling Seles wide. Open court for the next shot. 15 all.
Lindsay's serve is so tough to read. I've mentioned the variety. She can go so many different places, and that height really gives her such an advantage to hit down on the ball. If she misses that first serve, which is such a huge weapon, it's very tough to attack the second serve because it's placed so well. and has great depth and good topspin, so it's going to jump at you.
Seles seemed to think that was good. She was starting to change courts. Longest rally of the match, and so she got the reprieve and took advantage of it. 30 all.
Same pace on that last shot as the previous shots, but closer to the lines, making Davenport move. Monica Seles, a couple of days ago, entered the tournament next week in Canada. We'll make it 4 weeks in a row for her, and Lindsay Davenport pulled out with left wrist tendinitis. Big serve, gives her a set point.
Second ace of the match for Davenport.
Davenport said it is getting better, though. She's been having treatment on it. She says it's her Achilles heel of injuries.
Up on her wrist.
On her wrist.
Interesting anatomically.
She's had it off and on since '96. Bothers her on her backhand side.
Oh, Seles picks up the pace. Gets back to deuce.
Right about that. Those last two backhands hit with a lot of force. Look how she really leans into this. Quick racket head speed. Not a big swing. Very short and compact.
Down 2 breaks, fighting to stay in the set, and fighting she is.
Tim, that's another reason why she's so popular. The fans know that Monica, I've never seen her give up on 1 point in any match that she's played.
Not on that one, for sure. She's got a break point here.
Jumps all over this second serve, moves in, hits it on the rise before it gets up too high.
Too good from Davenport. Saves the break point back to deuce. Seles fans might say that Jimmy Connors was the Monica Seles of the men's tour.
This is actually a great shot here for Monica Seles, close to the lines. But Lindsay anticipating it.
Monica Seles.
Excuse me, starting to get her timing on the return. Quick shoulder turn. Drives through the ball.
And she breaks to 5-3. Seles, despite a good serve from Davenport right at her body, get that ball deep enough and won the rally. Seles at 3-5. I'm sure a lot of the folks here in the sellout crowd were watching the quarterfinal match against Serena Williams. It was just a tremendous battle. Both of them played outstanding tennis, blasting away from the baselines. Seles with tremendous fight at the end, saving 6 match points, 3 on her serve, 3 on Serena's. It was just brilliant stuff. Showing the fight that she gives you in every match, on every shot, as you said, Tracy, every shot, not just every match. Love 15.
And it's funny because in that match, Serena Williams was actually grunting louder than Monica Seles. Serena's grunt got so loud at the end of that third set. Last week, Jennifer Capriati complained after her quarterfinal loss. Seles was actually screaming. She said that wasn't grunting, that was like screaming. She had that same grunt for about 12 years now. First double fault.
15-30. Serving at 3-5, trying to stay in this first set.
Still serving at 46% on that first serve. Needs to get up around 65, 75%. Especially against the best returner in the game, Lindsay Davenport.
Tapes that one, and 2 set points for Davenport.
Just hits over the top of that forehand a bit much. Didn't get underneath with the racket head. Woo.
Right on the line, the reply from Davenport. She has the first set, breaking right back to 6-3. At 6-3 over Monica Seles, best of 3 championship match. Let's go down to courtside and Bud Collins.
Tim, I talked about Billie Jean King being an inspirational force in the Olympics as the United States coach with both Lindsay and Monica. Well, watching this match, it's a win-win situation for Billie Jean because she is also the captain of the U.S. Federation Cup team that will play for the World Women's Team title in Madrid in November. So she looks and she sees Monica, she sees Lindsay, she knows about Jennifer Capriati and the Williams sisters. 5 of them. You can only put 4 on the team, I believe. But what a team it can be. The U.S. ladies are Lollapaloozas.
No question about that. But I mean, it's great for American tennis fans with the U.S. Open 2 weeks away, knowing that these 5 women will be coming in there. You can make a case for each one of them to win the tournament.
I tell you, that's a great problem to have. You're all too good. Who do you kick off?
Lindsay Davenport will open the second set. She broke Seles 3 times in the first set. Seles breaking back to 5-3 for her only break. And starting with an ace. Third of the match for Davenport. .97-mile-an-hour serve, wide, knocked out by Seles, 30-love. Seles return right back to Lindsay and right in the strike zone, quickly to 40-love.
Right at waist level. Lindsay Davenport having no trouble with the power and the pace.
Good stuff. Solid service game from Lindsay Davenport. 1-love in the second. Hatton Country Club. See them all using the paper fans that were handed out as part of the promotion. But there is a nice breeze blowing as well. It's just a gorgeous day here. Much of the week we had overcast from the so-called marine layer here by Manhattan Beach, and there's only been a couple of sunny days of action. There's a look at the wind, and as we've commented before from this court, tends to just blow around a little on the court. You never get kind of a gale down there because of the crowd is seated. It does come in the corners.
First ace for Monica Seles. Crucial for Monica to improve her serve in the second set. Monica has to hit a second serve. She's only winning on 33% of those points. Davenport pummeling the second serve. For Monica Seles. Shot that she might not have gotten last year. She's moving better. Funky little shot there.
Long run.
Didn't know what to do with it. Gets that racket down low, below the level of the ball, and scoops it up. This is something people at home can learn. Don't take a big swing then. You don't have time when you're running in like that.
Seles at 40 love. Long and a love game for Seles. Even things that win all second set. Now remember, she's already had three setters in this tournament. Nobody knows that better than Davenport, and nobody would write her off. Certainly not Lindsay Davenport, knowing that even though she rolled in the first set with Monica, you better plan a long afternoon.
Pulled up on that forehand, but Lindsay's forehand has worked very well today. She has 11 winners on that side, only 1 on the backhand side. Great serve. Monica Seles, 4th ace. Monica Seles playing so much tennis in the last 3 weeks. People would wonder, why did she add that Toronto tournament next week? She's trying to gain as many points as she can, get that ranking up as high as she can before the U.S. Open. Wants to get seated at least in the top 8, and as we mentioned, at least by getting the finals here, she'll move to number 8. Great return. Because of her injury, because she was out for so long this year, she only has 12 tournaments in the last 52-week period. They take your best 17 events for the last 52 weeks, so therefore she has 5-0. So each tournament that she adds, she's just going to be gaining points and moving up. Little opening here for Monica Seles, Davenport's first double fault.
2 break points. Seles only had 1 break in the first set. Oh, nice stab return. It paid off because Davenport came up with the error. So the break for Seles, and she leads 2-1, second set. Here in the second set, Davenport won the first set 6-3. Tim Ryan, Tracy Austin, Bud Collins here on a beautiful afternoon in Manhattan Beach, California. Second set, best of 3 championship match. Seles serving now at 2-1.
Davenport with only 4 unforced errors that first set, a very clean set. Already 5 so early on in the second. Great shoulder turn and moves in nicely with the hips, rotates that body. Also like the positioning of the racket head right at contact. A little over the ball for topspin.
Excellent backhand.
That's not an easy shot to hit. An inside-out backhand angle winner. look how she stays down with those knees. 6'2½" and still stays down, doesn't pop up. If she pops up, it's going to pop long.
Oh, costly double. 2 break points coming up for Davenport here, just after Seles had broken her.
Davenport's converted on 2 of 5 breakpoint opportunities.
One save by Seles here. And there's the break for Davenport. Evens things at 2-all on serve in the second set. Davenport with a set in hand, gets back even here. Let's see whether Seles can turn the tide early in this second set. Well, that's a good start to this game.
Incredible return. She cuts the angle off and moves diagonally into the court, not laterally along the baseline, and hits it well out in front.
And another good return, opened the court for
her. Great return, gets Davenport out of position, threads the needle here. A couple of those errors, Tim, just a little bit late, just a fraction of a second slower than she has been in her other matches, which is really understandable. But again, she needs to be on balance. That's just too good. A big serve followed up by an excellent backhand angle.
It was all Seles could do to make the return, stretching out with one hand. 30-all.
Davenport's improved her first service percentage this set, 77%.
Queen ace. 5 for Davenport. 40-30.
So difficult to defend. That serve right there, you'd have to be standing 3 feet over from where you stand to return it, but then she has that serve up the tee, and she can hit just as effectively.
Like that. Opening the court and a hole for Davenport to 3-2. She has a set in hand here at the eStyle.com Championship. For her, Davenport gives her great credit for that, pointing out her consistency and her willingness to play a whole lot of tournaments. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think it's a fair system because they take it from the last 52 weeks. Even Martina Hingis said if they just took it from the beginning of the year, Capriati has 2 Grand Slam titles out of the 3. She would probably be #1 in the world. So she gives Capriati a lot of credit. But all the players know the system. They take your best 17 tournament results from the last 52 weeks. And the reason why they take 17 is that's a number that the players can manage to play, and they want them to support the WTA Tour. It's a disadvantage to you. Until somebody comes up with a better way of ranking, I think it's very, very fair. The reason why Martina Hingis has been ranked #1 is because she's the most consistent. She gets to the semis, gets to the finals, wins a few tournaments each year.
Seles to 30 live.
Just one more quick note. Venus Williams has only played 13 tournaments in the last 52 weeks. Serena only 10. Monica Seles only 12, so they get all those zeros up to 17.
Good service game for Seles to 40 love.
Serving better this game. Moves up quickly, hits it above the height of the net.
Fine game for Seles. Evening at 3. Next weekend on NBC, more tennis. Wimbledon winner Goran Ivanisevic looks to continue his remarkable comeback story at the RCA Championships in Indianapolis. He'll take on a star-studded field. It includes 3-time French Open champ Gustavo Kuerten, 2-time U.S. Open champ Patrick Rafter, many more. Next Sunday at 2 Eastern right here on NBC. Games are 3-all here in the second set. Davenport having won the first 6-3.
Second double fault for Lindsay. Not usually one that double faults frequently. It's good topspin, so it's safely over the net. Just long, and Tim, we watched Monica Seles warm up before the match, about 15 minutes with her new hitting partner, Mike Sell. Hit a lot of return of serve, so he hit about 20 to each side on each box.
Oh!
Oh, man, that was a fine shot by Davenport off the back foot. Got enough power to keep it deep.
The problem with this return is she hits it so hard, Davenport's there hitting it quickly back. Monica with not enough time to react.
30-15 Davenport, 3-all second set.
Most players cannot handle that pace, though, Monica's return.
Just Davenport, point from 4-3. All tennis crowds like to see 3 sets, tie breaks in every set. But the buzz around last night was, you know, who would get the most cheers? Davenport, the hometown girl. Seles, the most popular woman on the tour. Well, it's been about even from our judgment.
Just long. Monica's answer was very cute. She admitted that Lindsay's from here, so she's going to get a lot of fans, and that she had a big match against Serena. Fans were excited about that win, but she said, you know, we're both such nice people. Everybody started laughing. And she's right. Just about two of the nicest.
Davenport holds to 4-3. She has a set in hand here. The eStyle.com Classic Championship match. In Manhattan Beach, California, the longtime tournament director Jim Curley surrendering those reins to Gus Sampras this season because Jim Curley's headed to the U.S. Open, where he takes over as tournament director. We congratulate him on that distinction. Wish him good luck there a couple of weeks from now. Yes, Gus Sampras, yes, Pete's brother.
Yeah, Gus, we need to congratulate him. He had a daughter a few weeks ago,
yeah,
so now Pete's a new uncle.
Right.
Olivia. Monica's missed that forehand down the line too many times today, right at the net tape. Needs to allow a little more height, a little more margin for error there.
15-all. They're on serve here in the second set. Seles broke to go 2-1. Davenport broke back to get even at 2-all. This hit from Davenport on the return, 30-15. We wondered at the top of our program whether Monica would have enough gas left in the tank after three-set matches in this tournament already. What are your thoughts now on what you see here, where she's got to win a set to get to 3 now?
Yeah, I think she's about half full.
Half full.
You know.
Not looking for a service station yet?
What I mean by that is she's done very well to get this and keep this match tight. But I just have a feeling if they had played 2 days ago, she would have been getting to shots a lot better, getting there earlier, would have been more fresh.
Point for all.
But she's such a fighter. You know, you just somehow think that she can mentally put that out of her mind, and you can do that sometimes. I've played matches where I feel like I'm just on fumes. Mike Seles on the left and Lisa Reed on the right. Lisa Reed, her new fitness trainer of 5 months. Mike Seles just started working with Monica last Monday at La Costa. So I'd say keep him on the payroll.
Right.
He's doing a great job. He actually did a great drop shot for Monica. Great feel, just at the last second. Cuts underneath the ball, loosens the racket so that she can get that feel. But Mike Seles actually played team tennis until the Sunday night before for the Delaware Smash. Took an early morning flight at 6 a.m. to get to La Costa last Monday. And he's doing a great job.
Lindsay's boyfriend, John Leach, is a former team tennis player.
That's right.
Played out in Boise, Idaho with the Idaho Sneakers a few years back.
Younger brother of Rick Leach.
Quite a tennis family. Pretty love. Davenport, 4-all second set. John went straight though, got a real job. He's in the securities game now. Orange County. Jonathan Leach.
Ace number 6. Monica leading to her right because Lindsay's been serving that serve extremely well today. And she goes up the tee. It's very tough to tell where she's going to go because she tosses it in the same place.
Love game for Davenport to 5-4. She's a game away from a title here in Manhattan Beach. Tim Ryan with Tracy Austin and Bud Collins here in Manhattan Beach, California. The Los Angeles stop on the WTA Tour. Lindsay Davenport a game away from collecting a title. She has 3 titles on the tour so far this season, missing 2 months with a knee injury. Monica Seles, who has been on a tear the last few weeks, trying to stay in the match here. 4-5 in the second set, down a set.
Both players feeding off the pace of each other's game. They love the pace, doesn't bother them. Gets them into a nice rhythm. Davenport with 4 more winners.
Good return from Davenport. Center line.
You think she should be out here?
out it was in, but she changed her call because the crowd's getting on her. Serve did look good. Monica felt that she got a bad call the point before on the baseline. Wow, she hits that shot beautifully. Not an easy shot to time. That shot had a lot of topspin off the Davenport racket. She moves in off that baseline, hits it on the rise. Just uses those wrists so well to develop the angles. Right at the body. Only 72 miles per hour, but jammed to call Lindsay Davenport.
Point from 5-all now for Monica Seles. Double fault, costly. 40-30. Third double for Monica. In comes Davenport. On Seles. Up for that with a pass.
An excellent volley from Lindsay Davenport. That had a lot of shtick on it moving through the court. Monica Seles having to go to the one-hander off balance.
Five all, Monica Seles. Coming up with that one-handed pass on that side that she'd always prefer to have two hands on. But it was strong enough. Davenport couldn't handle, serving at 5-all second set. On serve. She joined us along the way. Davenport with 3 breaks at serve to 1 by Seles in the first set. Won that set 6-3. Very much in command throughout. In the second, Seles has battled back, broken the third game of the second set. Davenport broke back to 2-all, and here we are at 5-all.
Third double fault for Lindsay Davenport. Very close in the winners department, 24-22 for Seles. Davenport with the 24 number.
Fine serve. Wide again, pulling Seles out of court.
Again, that serve only 85 miles per hour. Not serving over the 100-mile-per-hour mark, but crucial. It's so short in the box. Seles with no chance at it. Great serve. 93 miles per hour. Ace number 7.
She's been deadly down the key throughout this tournament. Went from 6-5, 40-15. Really stepped into that.
Stepped in, hit it early, not allowing Davenport with enough time to get her racket head back properly. On balls of her feet, good split step.
Big ace from Davenport. Her 8th of the match, and she is up 6-5. Davenport holding to go up 6-5 here on the second set. Serving at 59% for the match. Seems higher than that. Davenport today. Seles at 54.
Seles with 5 more unforced errors. Davenport with more breakpoint opportunities. Lindsay Davenport with 8 aces. Monica Seles with only 1. Monica Seles, it's imperative for her to get a lot of first serves in, come up with some big first serves. Actually, she was able to do that towards the end of the match against Serena Williams, just when you thought she was just
Dead.
a little bit tired and not tired. She just pummeled in some big serves. Like, I don't want this point to last any longer than this.
Good serve down the tee, pulling Davenport over, 15-love.
Seles getting behind from that point, right from the get-go. That second serve, too short, sat up too much. Davenport with a good crack at it.
Oh, those are hits. Saw that short ball. A little too tempting. 15-30.
Those are the ones that you look for. It pulled up. You saw that body jump up. Both players used to being in an offensive position from the get-go on both their serves and returns.
Oh my goodness. She had two good serves in a row, wound up losing the point.
At that point, I think that she saw Lindsay Davenport moving to her right, so Monica tried to cut that angle a little too fine, hit it in the net.
Double championship point for Lindsay Davenport. Crowd applauding here, and you know that's for Monica to pull another miracle. They want some more tennis. Saves one.
Believe me, Monica notices the crowd. She talked about it yesterday at 4-3 in the third yesterday against Hingis. The crowd gave them both a standing ovation.
Second serve opportunity for Davenport. On a double by Seles. Lindsay Davenport has won the championship here in Manhattan Beach, and Seles, no doubt disappointed going out with a double fault. What a battle she put up again, and what a tournament she played. But Lindsay Davenport is the woman of the moment, and a standing ovation for the hometown heroine.
I'll tell you, a great week for both players. Lindsay Davenport, it's going to be great for her to have 2 weeks off now going into the U.S. Open. It's great to have a title win before you go into the Open. She played very well as each match she got better, and she served extremely well.
Lindsay Davenport, 6-3 and 7-5.
Confidence, and when she plays with a lot of